Hello and welcome to the morning sports briefing here on Friday, the 23rd of April. I'm Paul and I'll be your host here on New Zealand Sports Radio. In the news today, we'll keep you up to speed with the international cricket and the IPL. Also, the NRL round 7 kicked off last night. We also have the Phoenix in action in the A-League. It was a bumper round of games, day of games in the NBA. For the basketball and the NBL was also in action yesterday. Also, we have Lydia Ko after her first title of the year is back in action in the golf as well. This is your best way to start the day up to speed with all of the important sports news. And let's crack on straight into that golf action. As Lydia Ko is in action at the Hugel Air Premier LA Open. Here, currently, the leader is Korda on 12 under par. The second round is live as we speak. Lydia Ko has made a tough start, though, and sees her down the leaderboard in 109th place at 4 over par. So it looks like a tough tournament for Lydia Ko after a poor opening round for her there. Moving on then, staying over in the States, moving on to the basketball, and we had 12 games yesterday. Some of the key results there saw the Raptors beating the Nets 114 to 103. We saw the Jazz see off the Rockets 112 to 89, as well as the Suns getting a good win over the 76ers 116 to 113 there. The Clippers also saw off the Grizzlies 117 to 105. From a table point of view then, the 76ers now, so whilst they still lead the Eastern Conference on a 2-game losing streak ahead of the Nets and the Bucks. On the Western side of things, the Jazz, the Suns and the Clippers is the order there. All of them on the Jazz and the Suns on 2-game winning streaks. The Clippers on a 3-game winning streak on that side of things. Over in the NBL in Australia, and we had one game in a week for week 15 so far, which saw the Kings beat the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix 101 to 81. It's a very good win for the Kings there, considering it was third versus fourth in the table. Yes, close rivals in the table there, and that saw the Kings climb above the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix just on points difference now. They both have a 13 and 12 record, 13 wins, 12 losses there. Melbourne United still lead the way ahead of the Wildcats at the top of the table in the NBL. Keeping up to with the A-League over there in Australia, and disappointment as the Phoenix took on Western United. The Phoenix got ahead early with a goal after just 7 minutes as Ben Waine got his third goal in 3 games there to take the lead. With Western United only had one shot on goal for the whole of the game, but that was scored on when in the goal on the 27th minute, and basically Western United then held out for the rest of the game for a 1-1 draw. From a ladder point of view, then that really hurts the what were already outside chances of the Phoenix of making the playoffs. Western United still remain in the hunt there. They're 1 point behind Western Sydney Wanderers, who have got the final place in the finals. But Western United have 2 games in hand there. So Western United and Brisbane Roar finding it out there to try and catch that last place. Brisbane Roar have got 3 games in hand and are 2 points back. So all tight there. But it looks like for the Phoenix, though, it's probably going to be too little too late for them to get in to that finals, unfortunately. In the rugby, and tonight we will have the Chiefs versus the Hurricanes at FMG Stadium in Hamilton. I will be at that game tonight, so do keep an eye out on our Facebook page for post-match interviews from that game. Also, the Archwin will be hosting our post-match reaction show straight after the final whistle. So Super Rugby back in action this evening with the Chiefs favourites against the Hurricanes there. We're looking for a 5-game winning streak and to put themselves in the in contention for that final against the Crusaders. Over in the NRL, as I say, week 7 kicked off with the Panthers taking on the Knights. Unsurprisingly, the Panthers got a comfortable win at 24-6 over the Knights there to maintain their perfect start to the season. That's 7 wins from 7 games, and clearly they're top of the table. 2 games tonight as the Titans take on the Rabbitohs and the Eels take on the Broncos in the NRL. Finally, onto the cricket then, Carl Jamieson was in action for the Royal Challengers of Bangalore. He was in bowl, but he was calling to bowl as Rajasthan Royals batted first and got a total of 177 for 9, losing wickets at a regular basis. Dubey with 46 and Tuati with 40 were the only 2 that really troubled the bowlers and managed to stick around there. Prang, though, did score a quick fire 25 off just 16 balls. Carl Jamieson picking up just 1 wicket for 28 off his 4 overs. The key bowlers were Patel with 3 wickets for 47 and Siraj with 3 wickets for 27 off their 4 overs. Chasing it down that total, and Carl Jamieson wasn't required as Kohli scored 27 not out, but it was Padikala with 101 off 52 balls that powered the Royal Challengers home, scoring 181 for the loss of no wickets off just 16 and a half overs, meaning that it was a comfortable win with 21 balls remaining there for the Royal Challengers Bangalore up against Rajasthan Royals. In international cricket, so we've got that test match going on between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh are still batting. They've reached 474 for 4 in that one. They've managed. Sri Lanka have got out Shanto, who scored 163, and Hack, who scored 127. But that's just brought in 2 more batsmen who are having fun at the crease. As I say, 147 for 4. Bangladesh looking in total control of that one at the moment, unless it's a totally flat track, in which case it could be a draw. We'll have to just wait and see when Sri Lanka get their first chance to bat on that pitch. You have now started the day the best way to speak with all the important sports news. A packed weekend of action. We've got the Super Rugby, the NRL, and also IndyCar is back as well. So keep it here. We'll keep you up to speed with all of those, all the action around this weekend.